what we are about to do here today. This is a press statement from the PDP Young Democrats on the state of affairs of our party. My name is Alai bin Nana Joseph. The PDP Young Democrats is a movement within the PDP that draws members from across the 36 states in Nigeria and the FCT, and with a strong diaspora presence. We are a group of young people whose aim is to assist the efforts of the party leadership to reform, reposition, and gain back its lost glory among the peoples of Nigeria. The PDP as a party is founded on the ideology that power belongs to the people, a tenet we as a party have since departed from in recent times. Not only has the PDP waned in our democratic ideology, we have also commenced the glorification of individualism, a departure from the tradition of the founding fathers that built the party as the biggest political party in Africa. The PDP Young Democrats are ready to work with other like-minded individuals to bring this party back into repute, a duty we have accepted and are committed to without further delay. We hereby present our positions as follows. On the 2023 General Elections Review, as we stated in our earlier communique to the party, we are once again by this press conference demanding for the immediate review of the 2023 general elections by the party leadership. This, we believe, is necessary to holistically review our party's performance in each state and the input of every stakeholder accordingly, as the party did post its 2015 general election loss at the polls, with the then Senator Ekweremadu-led review committee and subsequent PDP National Conference, which led to the 2017 PDP Constitutional Review, which led to innovative 2017 PDP Constitutional Amendment and updates. We hereby reiterate that furthermore, everyone found to have jeopardized the collective efforts of the party members and faithfuls in the last elections should be identified and subjected to the constitution of the party, no matter whose ox is God. We must enforce discipline and orderliness, and this we must do with utmost sincerity, without compromise. We once again urge the party to commence this review immediately and make the report available and accessible to all stakeholders. On Imo and Bayelsa State's primary election, we use this opportunity to congratulate our great party, the PDP, on the successful completion of the gubernatorial primaries in both Imo and Bayelsa states, and by extension also congratulate the duo of Senator Samuel Nnaemeka Anyanwu and Governor Dioye Diri, who emerged as the PDP candidates for both states, respectively. The PDP Young Democrats applauds the party and the NWC for conducting a rancor-free exercise in both states, and hereby express our readiness to galvanize support for the success of the party in the upcoming elections in both states, just as we urge all the party faithfuls in both states and beyond to join hands to give necessary support and encouragement for success of our party in the forthcoming elections. This is a duty we owe to the party, irrespective of personal interest and motivation. We expect a united party and members alike in each of these states as we approach the electioneering and campaigns, irrespective of individual differences. On Senator Sam Anyanwu and the post of the National Secretary, one of the topical issues in recent times is the continued stay in office of Senator Samuel Nnaemeka Anyanwu as the PDP National Secretary, despite his ambition of contesting the Imo State governorship election. We would like to reiterate that the PDP Young Democrats strongly support the call for the immediate resignation of Senator Sam Anyanwu as the PDP National Secretary. We strongly believe this is the right thing to do, as his continued stay in office is wrong and repugnant to justice and fair play. This will also save the party from needless and avoidable litigations in the future. We hope this will be done in the coming days. On the national chairman, the Young Democrats notes with concern that for the umpteenth time, the post of our party's national chairman has once again become a subject of litigation. This is due to the agitation by some privileged few who continue to see the party as private property. This must stop forthwith. We hereby urge the acting national chairman to convene as a matter of expediency, in line with the constitution of the party, a meeting of National Executive Council, NEC, of our great party, with a mandate of resolving the litany of issues which only the INEC has the powers to resolve. On discipline, we hereby register our support to the party for the most appropriate disciplinary actions to be taken on erring individuals or personalities within the party who have deliberately and flagrantly undermined the supremacy of our party. This, we believe, will serve as deterrent for others to desist from such actions capable of undermining and bringing down the party in whatsoever state or form. We make these observations in good faith, hoping that the party and our leadership will take same in good faith for the betterment and advancement of our party. Meeting of National Executive Council of our great party with a mandate of resolving the litany of issues which only the NEC has the powers to resolve.
I'm a member of the People's Democratic Party and also a member of the Young Democrats of PDP. PDP Young Democrats have called ourselves. And just for reintroduction, we are sort of a movement, a tea party within the party. We seek to create an avatar that people who are aligned to the ideologies of PDP can say to themselves, are there a few good men in PDP and aligned to that ideology? We have been with this party through thick and thin. We have been in the rain. We have fought for this party. We believe in the ideologies of this party. And we feel it is time to take a stand in the party and stand for what we believe in. If not, the consequences we will also have to bear. And that is why we are taking this stand. We are not being sponsored by anybody. We are not taking sides with anybody. We have no disposition towards anybody's internal wrangling. What we want for the party is for the party to do the right thing at all times and represent the interest of Nigerians. If you follow the coinage of the PDP, which is when they say PDP, they say power to the people. It's very intentional. The founders of the political party PDP got together to try and risk and take power away from the military and hand it over to Nigerians. That was their intention. Somehow, in some places, not everywhere, we've sort of lost track of that vision. And we, as young people, do not want to fritter away the future of the further younger ones. And we've decided that at this point in time, we're going to become a movement that holds the party accountable at every step of the way. We know the party's traditions. We know where we are headed to for world congresses. We know what happens there. We know as much as we are holding INEC accountable to deliver free, fair, and credible elections, we also want to hold the party to deliver free, fair, credible primaries, credible party reforms that see us delivering the best that we can to Nigeria. PDP is the biggest political party in Africa, still remains that, and has a Pan-African, Pan-Nigerian outlook, where anybody from any part of the country can say he's proudly a PDP member. So I'll take questions. So you asked a question about we had looked at that statement. We had initially put up the position of the chairman and said the NEC needed to look into it in line with the Constitution. But if you look at that statement again, you will see that it's now phrased a litany of issues, which could include discipline, reconciliation, because there are a lot of aggrieved parties, not necessarily people who we know have been agitating against the party. We are talking about genuinely aggrieved members of the party. There are members of the party that we feel should be disciplined. And at this point, we feel only the NEC has the authority, contrary to what we see happening in the party, where members of NEC, governors, are being suspended from their ward. The national chairman being suspended by his ward, where the constitution is very clear. Look, I was one of the youngest members of the 2017 Constitutional Review Committee. And we took time. We were very deliberate in framing or reframing the already done constitution we had to become more democratic, to give powers more to the people. Now, when we have scenarios where, and to also forestall people hijacking the party by suspending NEC members from their ward. And that's why we said in that constitution, in what later became amended in a special convention, was that the only way you can remove a member of NEC is at NEC. And so this is what we're not taking sides with anybody. We really just want the party to function the way it ought to function. If people like me have been part of framing the constitution, it is now my duty to ensure the party follows that constitution. And that's why you have young people who have everything. We are the ones that have the stake now. Because if there's anything that happens in this country, we bear the brunt. We are the ones out in the field. We are the ones that suffer the economic turmoils of the country. And that's why we have taken this responsibility to tell the party that we will no longer sit down and allow them fritter away our future. Some people are doing that in the party, and it must stop. Or they will bear the consequences of young people uprising against them. We already saw that in the last election, where people who were unhappy with the party became a stumbling block during the election. I'm talking about the people that left with either Kwankwaso or Peter Obi. I felt the party was not giving them what they wanted. Some of us remained with the party. But we are not remaining in the party as fools or people who are stupid. We are remaining in the party because we believe we can work on this party and bring it back to what it originally was formed as, by the G34 and G39, if you know the history of PDP.
So what would you do?
But if we want people to look at PDP, we're talking about, I'm a perception management expert. I know the perception people have of PDP today. We are suffering from a perception crisis. And when you have such a crisis, you must do extraordinary things to convince people that you're on a trajectory to change the course of where you are coming from and to be better and better serve them. Listen, you can't take away the value PDP has to the Nigerian masses. We want Senator Ayamu to go to Imo State and win that state. And we don't want, when he wins, by some unfortunate mistake, we will have litigation issues. If you've seen the case that Labour Party filed against Ahmed Tinubu and Shettima, Shettima was an issue that for one day, he didn't resign. Just one day. So we want to forestall these issues. We also look at it, even if he's right, we are talking about the perception. Why did someone like Emeka Ihedioha, from the rumor mills, not that it came out directly from him, why did he leave the race? Because he felt that having someone who is a national secretary there was already an upper arm. It was an unfair situation. Thank God the primaries went on without rancor. And we are trying our best not to have a divided house in Imo. We want to win Imo. Don't get us wrong. I'm going to be on the field in Imo for Senator Ayamu, because what we are trying to say now is that once somebody emerges as candidate of the party, we must all fall in line and support that person. But we are not going to support blindly. We are going to, in giving you support, we will also give you advice that we think you should adhere to. We are not his enemy. Sometimes that is a very good friend of mine. But when it comes to saying the right thing and telling him, look, we think that you should resign so that we can all go back to Imo with you. I'm ready to go to Imo and stay there with him to campaign. Because I believe that Imo doesn't have leadership now. Doesn't have a governor as we speak. So we need to go there and bring good governance to the good people of Imo State. And we believe that we already have a candidate who has the requisite experience, and if we support him, he will get it right. And even when he's governor, we will still continue. Let me tell you something. We had a meeting yesterday, and we were talking about what we could have done in a state, for instance, like Abia. which was a PDP state, and we saw things going wrong. We kept quiet. We will never again do that in PDP. We will forever begin to hold our governors accountable, because if we don't, the people are suffering. The essence of a political party is to deliver good governance to people. And if there are good people in the party, they should not sit down and watch the party go to the dogs or go to the dregs.
All right, thank you.
No problem.